So, karon ako kamata guys. So, atong sugdan na atong video ko ng adlaw. So, hi. Wanna know about me? About my life? My studies? A little bit about my background. Then I encourage you to watch this video presentation about my whole life. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. But before I start my story, let me get this one thing moment. Here, a Rubik's Cube. Why? This Rubik's Cube represents me. Every sides, every color represents my experiences, all the hardships, all the trials, all the success, all the achievements I have in my life. So far, this is me. And I continue to find my purpose to completely solve this puzzle. So let me start my story. In our land where you can hear the hymn of trees, the strong winds, and feel the cold weather at exactly 6:30 in the evening of February 8, 2003, our neighbors hear a cry of a newborn baby. And this is exactly what you're thinking right now. Yes, it is me. I am JV Docalios Tabacolde, born in the land of Desposorio, Tubungan, Iloilo, where I start living my life and finding my purpose. I am the youngest among the four descendants of Mr. Vicente Tabion Tabacolde and Mrs. Rosenda Libahan Docalios. I only have one sister, which is our oldest, and two older brothers. We live our life full of happy moments and also disappointments. My father's main source of income was farming, and sometimes he sidelines as a tricycle rider. On the other hand, my mother was a full-time housewife till now. We are being raised by our parents by their own sweat and hard work. But the main thing I'm proud of is that we are being raised close to God, and we all know how to give thanks for His goodness and greatness in our lives. We are being blessed more than everything we need, and as a time being, He's still the one guiding, building, changing, taking full control, and leading us to every goals and missions we have in life. Enough with my background, let's focus on my studies. As far as I can remember, I started schooling at the age of 3 at a neighboring barangay, Nagaay, Tubungan. And just like any other kids right now, I was once a crybaby way back then. I always seek her presence as I enter the room, and even though she's outside waiting for me. But as the time goes by, I adjust luckily because I have a cousin who's same age as me and always been together. A year later, I moved into kindergarten, and I have so much fun in that year. So many things happen and memories need to be treasured. I take my primary years in Lag Norte Elementary School. Elementary years was real struggle. I don't have any idea why do I need to go to school since it's quite far from home. Therefore, my mother is the key. She sent me by herself and picked me up after class. She's the best mother I've ever had. She supports me to everything I want and guides me to every path I take. I've been filled with advices and guidance of her. I am sure she loves me more than anyone else. She's the stepping stone of mine to achieve my dreams and goals in life and pushes me to achieve those. Because of her unending support and love, I became the top of the class in my first and second grade. While in my third grade, there was a complication happened in my health. I was diagnosed having a chronic pneumonia. I was out of school for about a month and need to take medication maintenance for about 3 months. By the grace of God, I recover with the help of my parents. As I go back to school, I need to pass the missing output even though I am excused because I'm afraid that I'll lose the top ranking in my level. To make the long story short, I still become the top 2 of our class. Grade 4, I have lots of learnings and fun that year. I become the band leader of a drum and lark corps, and thankfully, we've come the second runner-up out of 16 schools in our municipality. On November 8, 2018, Western Visayas, to be specific, Panay Island, was also hit by Super Typhoon Yolanda, which destroys many houses, and one of those was our beloved home. It was totally destroyed that we only hide in our neighbor's house. Even our crops and fish ponds are totally collapsed due to strong winds and massive rainfall. But thanks to God, we are all safe and we've restored our home even it's temporary in that moment. Typhoon Yolanda is one of the disasters we've come through, and that's because of the grace of God. After the span of 6 years, various things happen. Many things I have learned, different accidents occur, and 1,000 memories ought to be remembered. Graduation day, it was an honor being the third place of our class in making this little achievement to make my parents proud. I am so glad that they're smiling coming out on stage. That's the one of the best moments of my life, seeing my parents being proud of me. After 6 years of my life in the primary school, only one side of the puzzle was being solved, and there are more to go. Let's talk about my high school life. After graduation, I was quite afraid going to high school, and I don't know why, but I have chills and something I'm not comfortable with. The first day of school in Lag Northern National High School, I still remember when my teacher, Miss Taala, gave a math quiz, and I totally got 0. As in 0. I was too confounded since the questions are like this: what is 1 minus 2? And I don't have any idea what's the answer since in my previous years, you cannot subtract lower numbers to higher ones. So my answer was all cannot be, and I was really embarrassed that time since I got 0. Henceforth, I was really exasperated with those things. As the time goes by, I learned simple math and understand a little bit about mathematics. Furthermore, in my 7th year, I become the chess representative in our school in the municipality competition. And by the grace of God, I became the second runner-up and went up to district meet, but ended up losing the second round. Even though losing, I am still very grateful to that little achievement of mine. On the end of the school year, I was once awarded as one of the athletes of the year and become the 4th honorable mention in our class. In my 8th grade, I also had the chance to represent our municipality in a chess again in district level, where I only got the 3rd place and is quite closer but not enough to be part of regional meet. That time I was really disappointed and cried so loud since I was so close, this close, to be a regional candidate. But I don't have nothing to do but to accept the fact and continue to move on. At the end of the school year, I was also awarded as the Athletes of the Year award, and also I became the 3rd honorable mention in our class. In my grade 9th year, I met the best mentor of my life, Sir Jack Tagakay. Best regards, sir. If you're watching this video, I'm really grateful to you. He made me realize that it's okay not to excel in math and science or in acads. He gives me this thought that we must let ourselves be a beginner. Don't rush things. We must not be on top every time. He teaches math and science, but the main thing he plans to the student is about learnings about life. He's a great teacher, and I hope to see him again and to show my gratitude to him. That year, I learned a lot. We became the town representative on MTAT and Science Quiz B, and ended up bringing the 1st place in both categories. Grade 9 was full of fun and also lessons, which makes me who I am right now. April 2018, when my parents decided to transfer in here in Biliran due to family reasons. We decided to live here and also to continue my studies. In the first few months, a real struggle happened because of many factors. First is the people around us. Second is the way of living. And third is the language barrier. I need to adjust and socialize to be independent enough to grow as a teenager. I enrolled by myself in Almira National High School, and I was accepted in the normal class. I would say that my 10th grade was real struggle since I am not fully adjust and I'm quite afraid to socialize since this is not the place where I was born. After a few months, I found circle of friends and I am slowly adjusting to this whole new place of mine. I was really confused about the language and I remember when I first hear the word sabot. I said to myself, the people who are living here don't have manners since that term, sabot, means pubic hair in my own language. In my 10th grade, it was full of fun, adventure, and thrill. This is where I learned how to how to socialize and also have fun with my friends, like liquors, drinking alcohol, but in moderation. I also have new I also knew new friends. I have my barcadas who let me be part of a group and treat me as a family. Commencement ceremony of our batch, I became the third honorable mention in the normal class and also awarded as best in math and science. It's a pleasure coming up on stage together with my parents. It's a great feeling to make them proud once in a while and let them see that I'm still moving forward towards my goals. After a month, I need to decide what strand should I take. I'm too confused. Either I go to ABM or STEM strand since both of them are difficult strands. Until the day before the enrollment, I'm not still sure what strand should I take. I pray signs and to be guided to choose the right path. That night, I don't still have any choice, a valid choice. I talked to my parents to what strand should I take and also to my siblings. They just said that the choice is mine and they will support whatever it is. So out of frustration and confounded thought, I just made a decision to flip a coin. I've decided in 5 draws, if 3 of them are heads, then I'll take STEM strand and ABM if contrary happens. So without hesitation and thinking, I just flip a 5 peso coin and see the result. What a coincidence that 3 consecutive draws results to heads. So I pick up myself and take STEM strand. Next morning, I enrolled myself and thankfully, my general weight average in math and science are accepted. First day of school, it was a nerve-wracking situation for me since mostly of my classmates came from special science class and only few of us who came from normal class take STEM strand. I asked myself again if I can cope up with these guys because I look up to them so high and I think myself as inferior to them. But I was wrong. As time goes by, I have them known, especially their character, their behavior, and realize they are just like us. I appreciate them and I'm grateful that I made new friends without discrimination. We've done so much fun and some of them become a close acquaintance of mine. In the span of 1 year, so much closeness happened to all of us and we share our goal, which is to graduate this strand together without fail. February of 2020, we ended up our school year because of the threat of COVID-19 pandemic. We finished taking our exams before time to avoid the spread of virus. Few months later, the surge of COVID-19 cannot be handled that our government implement total lockdown to few weeks, which give me chills. Few months later, the Department of Education implement the distance learning to be specific modular learning system just to continue the learning of the students, even in the midst of pandemic. So, to make my long story short, I continue my last year in senior high school, which is grade 12, using modular learning. It was quite different since modular learning, students must have initiative in order to fully grasp the topic using modules and online platforms. For me, the main problem in this type of learning is time management. Students should make use of our time effectively and responsible of it. I am also one of the students who had hard time to adjust, but I must do it because of my goal. I made a proper schedule and follow as long as I can to effectively make use of my time. At the end of the school year, I was surprised that I am the candidate to be a valedictorian in our batch. So, this gives me an urge to give my 100% effort to achieve that prize. With the help of my family, my friends who support me, I was able to be the valedictorian of Almar National High school year 2020-2021. I am humbled and blessed and thankful for those who helped me and believe in me to achieve that goal of mine. After I finished my high school, only one layer of the puzzle has been solved. And there are more ways to go. So, let's continue. After a few weeks of commencement ceremony, Biliran Province State University, the nearest college institution in our place, opens an admission test for school year 2021-2022. I hurriedly grab my slot and take the test since they offer my dream course which is engineering. Thankfully, I passed the exam and had chance to be part of the engineering program. That time, I'm still confused if I go to mechanical or civil engineering. That time I cried to God to give me wise mind to decide without regret. After a few days, I decided to take mechanical engineering and to accept and strive all the struggles in this program. After I submit my records, the qualifying interview comes next. And I'm so blessed that I do pass. I hardly passed my hard copies and records in the said institution to be fully enrolled and to become a future mechanical engineer. Orientation day, our instructors and advisors welcome us to provide little knowledge about the coverage of the mechanical engineering course and what are the struggles that we might encounter in the near future. After that, I said to myself that I must be ready and to strive more harder to finish this course without fail. The college day starts and a great adjustment needed to be done. There are some subjects that really require patience and effort. And also, there are times that your patience exceeds the limit. Yet, you need to stay your composure because this might affect your whole work. There are times that I murmur a lot and complain to the load of activities, but I still pass since it is still required. After a few months of being a BSME student, there are huge changes I've seen, especially in my behavior and character. I know this is just the beginning of everything, the beginning of my college life. There are more ways to go. But I know I can do this because I have my family, my friends, and God above who will guiding me, supporting me, changing me, and giving me inspiration to continue my journey. Wala ko kabalo kung asa ko padung, pero sa gihapon, ako magasalig ug magapadayon. This was the quote which keeps me striving. In everything I do, I offer it to God and do my part, and He'll take care of the rest. I know there are more problems ahead, yet I have my family, my friends, God, whom I trust, and I have a goal which will keeps me moving forward to find my purpose and missions in life. This is me. I am JV Docalios Tabacolde, your future mechanical engineer. As you can see, the puzzle is yet to be solved. There are still more ways to go. But I know, in the near future, I will surely solve this puzzle and find my purpose in life. Puhon. Para sa puhon, ako magapadayon. So, see ya in the next video. Bye-bye!